Hi everybody, it's James here, and I'm actually going to start off our new webpage by just taking you through the things that I showed you when I was at ISB nearly a month ago now. So the reason that I'm going to show you this is just for anyone who needs to revise where these ideas came from in the first place, but also for anybody who might have missed my lessons while I was there, or perhaps was in a different group and is just picking up the unit now. So you'll remember that the whole sort of theme to my residency was cryptography or cryptology. I've used the words interchangeably here and there, but essentially means the same thing. And so what you have to guess is what the message is that is hidden in music, and then you have to actually create the music, some music yourself, using a code. And so once I've just taken you through some of the background, there's going to be a series of videos just reminding you how to do each thing, creating your own codes and turning that into music. So what you're listening to now is the piece of music that I wrote, and up on the Blend Space site there's a video of this playing back, so I'm not actually going to play the whole song now. But all of this music that you're listening to, or just about all of it, has something to do with, or is messages hidden in music. So I'm just going to fast forward through now, through the different ideas that we looked at. So we talked about the idea of codes, and many of you offered ways for working out what particular things, or different ciphers, ways of hiding messages that make it difficult to tell exactly what it is that the message is. And so before we even get to music, here's an example of a cipher at work, a kind of cipher at work. And what you can do is you can pause this video if you don't know the answer to this, and you can actually find it out, work it out yourself, or you can keep it going if you need a clue maybe. If you can't work that out yet, then here's a clue. The way that a cipher works, we looked at cipher wheels. This isn't actually a cipher wheel. What I've done here is that I have said, okay, where I've got an A, it's going to equal a different letter, and in this case what I said was I'll turn the alphabet upside down so that A equals Z, and B equals Y, and C equals X. So again, if you want to work out what that message is, you could pause the video right now and work it out yourself. There is a hidden message there, and the answer is I'm going to get there any second now. Here we go. Whoever works this out must be the smartest person here. So we talked about different kinds of codes that you were aware of, and some of you mentioned the idea of hieroglyphics. Not really a code, but it's where words are represented by different kinds of shapes. And we also looked at another way of substituting words, in this case substituting words for dots and dashes, and some of you knew that that was called Morse code. So in fact, in Morse code each letter is represented by either dots or dashes, or a combination of dots and dashes, and once we know how it works, we would actually know what that sound meant. And this was used to send messages in the war and other ways in the future. It was very useful for crackly lines where it might not be easy to make out what someone's saying. But if you had the Morse code cipher, if you like, if you knew what each of those dots and dashes meant, then you would be able to work out exactly what that message is. And again, you can pause the video if you want to work that out right now, exactly what all those dots and dashes mean. But if you don't, then I'm going to give you the answer now. Here is some Morse code. And one of the websites that I'm going to introduce to you, we've checked that you can access it from the school, is this fantastic website, Morse Cloud. So we'll be talking about that later. That'll allow you to generate some sounds through Morse code. So that's the first video, just talking about codes in general and what we're going to be doing. And in the next video I'm going to talk about examples of some codes in music.